Bradley, tell me what's new. Tell me what's new. I want to hear you talking all morning with Joe Mathieu.
WBZ, News Radio 1030. Hello, everyone in the radio world and Facebook Live world.
Yes.
Hello, 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 all.
Do you think they're two separate worlds? Do you think people who hear and see this in the on Facebook Live don't listen to the radio?
That's a great question. You
Maybe
could answer that on
maybe they
Facebook
can
Live.
Tell us.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that our friend in like Toledo, for instance, or maybe Argentina. We have somebody listening in Argentina and Brazil.
Argentina.
On a regular basis. I'm guessing they're not tuning in the
radio.
There's Bradley J.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Online. You know, they make
yeah.
computers that look like radios.
Do they?
I
That's
think
kind of dumb.
If they don't, they should. You can listen to it online. Only the
So do they or don't they?
I think they do.
Okay.
Do they?
Why?
Why?
I don't know.
It'd be a dedicated computer that simply listened to online radio.
It's called an iPhone. Oh.
And the knob would be presets that you have.
That's cool. I'd be that. You know what? That is kind of a cool idea.
It'd be old school radio.
Yes, right.
Shaped thing.
Right.
With
Put some tubes in it just for the fun of it.
Yeah. And even sound effects that go. And static, fake static.
It's like in the new hybrid cars, they put the fake car sound in the engine just to make you feel like it's a real car.
I'm about to unload a bit of behind-the-scenes static news.
Let's go.
No one knows.
What's happening?
It was a big event that included fake static.
Okay.
Yeah.
What kind of event?
It was the last show ever on WBZ News Radio, WBCN. WBCN.
Which, of course, is hosted by Bradley J. Yeah. It's famous. You can watch it on YouTube.
So,
did you end with static? You went to static at the end?
Yes. Here's how the last show of the whole thing ended. The last song was Shine On You Crazy Diamond by Pink Floyd.
Famously.
Then there was this thing by the Cosmic Muffin. And it goes, over and out. Those were the last words. And there was static. There's no static in FM. As you know, if you listen to Steely Dan, right?
No static.
Right. Yeah. So a cart, back then there were carts. Mm-hmm. There still are carts.
Are there?
Yeah, I don't know. They're like what we used to use in radio, like 8-track things. Anyway, there was a cart that they had recorded static sound on. Mm-hmm. So the song wound down. I hit thing over and out, and then I had to hit static. So the static you hear at the end of WBZ's last show is fake.
Right.
Fake static.
WBCN's last show. Yeah. This is
WBCN.
it, by the way, right? This is happening.
Yes.
Right here. Look at that. You see how quickly we produce the crossover here?
Yeah.
That's Bradley J. right there. If you're in the Facebook Live chat room.
Yeah.
Hosting. Legendary. This is radio history. The final ever, last ever show on WBCN. And Bradley did not cry.
No, I did not weep. And I'm a weeper, too.
I would have cried.
I get all choked up.
Because there's 2 parts on this. Go on YouTube. Search for it if you want. When you get to the second part,
it's
in the
parts.
end of the thing, it's 4 parts?
Yeah, 4
hours.
I
forgot. Wow. All right, whatever the last one is, you're probably going to cry a little bit. If you know Bradley, you're probably going to cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Who were you in the studio with? There's somebody in there you were talking with at the end.
It was really important to me I like solitude. So really no one. But then Oedipus.
Right.
I mentioned beer, and he insisted that I was doing a beer call, so he brought me beer.
Okay.
So he's there, and I got him to drill his secrets, like how he got the record companies to do what he wanted.
Yeah. That's right. That was fun.
And he says, I'll admit it.
That's fun.
I was vindictive.
Right.
I was vindictive. You know what? I said, if you don't do this for us, we're out of business. Also, what? Oh, and Juanita showed up.
That's who it was. I remember
Juanita
in the studio.
And
she's still in radio?
Roger Moore,
yeah,
who was the production guy there. It was the videotape, and another guy videotaped, and maybe Cindy from the street team, and that was it.
Well, I'll tell you, it's radio history.
Because I needed to concentrate. I couldn't be all party man.
Good morning to Steve, Rudolph, Patrick, Skip, Susanna, Jack, Stack, Barbara, Carolyn, Scott, and everybody else on Facebook Live. You know what today is, of course.
Yes, this is an oatmeal day for that dude who eats oatmeal every day.
That's not what I was actually going to say, but I suppose it is. It's Valentine's Day, Bradley J., and I just want to wish you a happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Do you have a Valentine?
Yes, of course. Shannon is my Valentine. You, this is an especially big Valentine's Day for you. I guess everyone is because...
Yeah, right. 23 years. 23 years with Mrs. Mathieu.
And your first date was on...
Not my wedding anniversary, but the dating anniversary.
Your first date?
So-called date, yeah. We can call it a date. Yes.
Can you relate what
this woman, Sloan Mathieu, has lived with me for 23 years. Can you imagine how difficult I am to live with?
I don't think you're difficult at all.
To live with.
Are you?
Yes.
Are you different at home?
No.
You're not difficult here whatsoever.
No, I kind of am, actually. You just see the good side of me.
You're difficult out there?
I think so.
In the news department?
I think that's right.
You go storming out there?
No, it's not like that. I'm just a pain. I think I'm kind of a pain.
So,
but she hung around.
What do you do that's difficult at home?
Difficult? Oh, my God. I
Just
think you should bring her in here and do a half an hour. Seriously, and I'd be fine with that. Let her come in and do that, because I couldn't possibly quantify the ways in which I am difficult to live with.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'll tell you something. On this Valentine's Day in 2017, and I don't know what you do for Valentine's Day, but do you know what young people are not doing? They're not going out to eat anymore.
Interesting. What are they doing?
It is now taboo. The dinner date is now taboo. Do you know this, Matt? You ask people to go out to dinner? Like, that was the thing. Would you go out to dinner? It was beautiful dinner. It was the process, right? Yeah. Beautiful food, the service. You kind of walked, like a 3-hour meal, some wine.
That's how it worked for you.
23 years ago worked, yeah. So
it was magic.
As this online dating thing surges in popularity,
yes,
our desire to actually sit with a stranger for more than 5 minutes is apparently going away.
Okay.
7 in 10,000 messages in this survey suggested grabbing some dinner. In a somewhat less scientific survey, this reporter went around and spoke with several dozen actively dating 20-somethings.
Yeah.
And found that dinner has become the most taboo of first dates.
Taboo, or they just don't do it? Like it's something bad about it?
People do not want to sit through a meal with a stranger for an hour or sometimes longer. A recent article in Cosmopolitan detailed why first date dinners, something that rhymes with rock, listing similar reasons. The date category is antiquated. The time frame of the event is too long.
Too long.
And if there's no chemistry, eating is too intimate of an activity. You ever seen people date and, like, they don't want to chew in front of the dinner? You ever have somebody do that?
No.
No, that's fine. And I got to play, because people don't. They're like self-conscious about chewing
because
in front of people.
Because they've never been in front of a human being before.
They just there's things there's food in the mouth and flying, and they don't want to. People are afraid and self-conscious about something that.
I'm gonna ask a question. It's rhetorical because I don't know if we're supposed to talk about this or not. But scientifically speaking, medically speaking, I'm couching this way to make it acceptable. If people can't even be together long enough to have something to eat. Yeah. Is sex shorter these days? Because it's just like, I'm bored, I'm done.
I wouldn't be surprised if we have no attention span.
It's like, oh my God.
It's all because with a phone for 30 seconds. Yeah, I would not be surprised. I don't know how you can survey that. That would be kind of difficult to quantify.
And it must be impossible
because nobody's going to be honest
through
about
the whole thing without...
Nobody's going to be honest. Yeah, that's right. With the phone. By the way, we are spending less this year.
Yeah.
Is this a Hallmark holiday or what?
I would think.
Are you over? No, because what do we have? Valentine Rudolph says it's overrated, and he's not alone.
Do you do anything? You have to still, right?
Oh yeah, we have fun on Valentine's Day, and of course I've got a daughter now, so I think we'll go out to the two girls and have some nice time. But
it's an excuse for some juice.
18 billion. Oh, wow, that was
excuse for some juice.
Absolutely, it is some good grape juice.
Yeah,
so we'll do that tonight. Down from $19 billion, we will spend $18 billion this year, according to the National Retail Federation.
What?
18
down from what?
Down from, it's $1 billion less. $1 billion less. 9% fewer people plan on celebrating the occasion. How about that?
If Valentine's Day was a company, I would sell my shares in it.
You'd get out of Valentine's. The Cupid business is...
I said a long time ago.
So no dates, no big nothing with you later?
Maybe actually dinner.
Good.
Old school.
Hope it's, you got the fire lit. Has this been weird for everybody with two Bradleys? It's been a little bit weird for me. If you're watching Facebook, he's been like right here this whole time. Another Bradley. Yeah. Mark's a little bit freaked out. But
I'm saying it's time.
Yeah, I'm going to go away. Just leave you with the Bradleys now.
Yeah, two Bradleys, no waiting.
Two Bradleys.
Okay. So as we wind down here and on this morning, this Valentine's Day morning, remind you that where's that book? Oh, we had a really cool book. Here it is. our guest did a book that was about cybersecurity, only in the form of a Sherlock Holmes novel. And it's quite good. And there's a lot of good information in there. That's a podcast that you'll be able to get simply by signing up for the Jay Talkin' podcast. And why don't you rate that podcast and review it? It's WBZ.